Welcome to another high-octane episode of Challenge SOS here in the beautiful province of Gauteng. My name is Sam Mangesi and I'm about to take you on a wild ride to discover which of our two teams is going to go through to the quarterfinals and get one step closer to the ultimate title of the Unsinkable Outdoor class of this year. But which team is going to crash and burn and which will race to victory? It's all happening here on Challenge SOS. Last week, we saw our two daring teams take to the water like crocs in their river race. But it was Team Mullo that paddled their way to victory. Today, our two teams are literally going to be racing for the finish line. At the end of today, we'll know which team is taking up the third coveted spot in the quarterfinals and which will be eliminated.
My name is Cassidy Balraj. I'm 15 years old. I'm in grade 10 and I go to Sir John Adamson High School.
My name is Marinere Mudau and I'm 15 years old and I'm in Sir John Adamson High and I'm in grade 10.
My name is Ryan. I'm 15 years old. I'm in grade 10 and I go to Sir John Adamson High School.
I'm Chen Sohan. I attend Sir John Adamson High School. I'm 15 years old and I'm in grade 10.
My name is Sisham Kaka. I am 13 years old. I come from Johannesburg Secondary School and I'm in grade 8.
My name is Vianney Putin. I am in grade 8 in JSS.
My name is Fatima Kamala and I'm in grade 8. I'm in Johannesburg Secondary School. I'm 14 years old.
My name is Nadira Skiapas. I'm 14 years old. I'm in grade 9 and I attend Johannesburg Secondary School.
I think our team is going to do well today because we have confidence from last week's challenge and then we've done well in it.
I feel disappointed and nervous that we lost last week's challenge. I'm still confident that we're going to win and go to the quarterfinals if we use our communication skills.
If I lose today's challenge, I wouldn't feel any depression or sadness because I did it with my team and we know we did well and we can move on with our life.
It is very important to me to win today's challenge so that me and my team can go to the quarterfinals.
What's up, teams? Hi. So, as you can see, we're on a racetrack and we do have go-karts, so I'm guessing you guys know what we're going to be doing already.
Yes.
But have any of you tried this kind of thing before?
No.
Well, there's a first time for everything. That's what Kransau teams are going to attempt to steer their way to victory in our go-karting challenge. Today's challenge is a timed relay race where team members will challenge one by one on motorized go-karts. Each team member will complete 2 laps, then return to the start to tag the next team member. The time will stop once the last team member has completed their 2 laps and crossed the finish line. Boy, does that sound radical. So teams, who's ready to overtake the opposition? Lefati! So Team Lefati, we've already figured out that you guys have never actually go-karted before, but have any of you driven anything else? No? And Team Mullo, what about you guys?
Yes.
Chance, what have you driven?
I've driven cars before.
All right. So, Fatima, hearing that Team Mullo actually has experience with handling vehicles, does this worry you?
Yes,
Why?
because I've never driven anything except for a bicycle.
Nadira, do you think that you'll be able to get a hang of this?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Ryan, you guys won last week's challenge. Are you scared that Team Lefati is now pumped up and riled up to come back and take today's challenge?
I'm not scared because we came here this week more confident than we are last week. So I'm pretty confident that we'll win.
All right. Well, with Team Lefatsi's confidence wavering, but Team Mullo's standing strong, let's find out which team will leave the other in the dust. Here on Challenge SOS! We're at Swartkrans Go-Karting in Krugersdorp for a heart racing challenge. Cool, guys? Now that you guys know what we're going to be doing, how excited are you guys for today's challenge?
Super!
So, Team Mullo, you guys won last week's challenge. Murendeni, are you guys planning to take today's challenge as well and advance to the quarterfinals?
Yes, we are planning to do so.
How are you planning to do that?
By making sure that we go as fast as we can and not panic while we're going through the challenge.
Sihle, this go-kart is pretty big. Are you intimidated at all?
No, I'm not intimidated because Lewis Hamilton is also small, but he's the world champion.
I love that answer. All right, teams, it's time for us to get going in today's challenge. Which team is going to be going first?
Team Mullo.
So Team Lefatsi, you guys can go and chill Panskom Tunes Welanga. And Team Mullo, we're gonna get our awesome pit crew to set you guys up. Team Mullo, do you guys feel the need for speed? Yes. Remember that this is a timed race, so speed is very important, but don't compromise on safety. All right, Murendeni, it's time to sing or swim! And Murendeni is the first member of Team Mullo to take to the track.
I feel like it went awesome. But then there was a lot of pressure on me as I had to go first and start out the race. I feel like I went very well, but then I feel like I slowed down, which that might have cost us some time as I went around the bends. And the bends were very, very scary when you went around.
And Murendeni whizzes past. There's determination in her eyes. You can see that there's experience here. She leans into those corners.
But then once I got the hang of it by the second lap, I think I done very well.
Oh, Murendeni is on good form. She's going to make good time for her team. And Murendeni is pulling up as she has completed her 2 laps. Ryan is going next. Let's see how he can do.
As soon as Murendeni crossed the finish line, we had to pull her back because she had passed it. While the other guys were pulling her back across the line, I had to put on the helmet.
A quick takeover is also very important as you can lose a lot of time during this process. And go!
And after that, I was off. But during the race, I slowed down at a few points when I was turning, which might have slowed down my time.
And in the story of the tortoise and the hare, Ryan seems to be the tortoise. But, so we've heard, slow and steady wins the race. And Ryan is coming to complete his first lap. Hopefully, he'll have gotten the hang of it and go faster in his second one.
The scariest part was going around the corners because I wasn't sure if I was going to crash or not, and if I did, it would have taken more time than it did when slowing down before turning. I think I was the slowest because I was slowing down in every turn. I think it might cost us the race.
And Ryan is coming in to complete his second lap. It's time for Cassidy to take on the helmet and see if she can do better than he did.
Whenever we did the change, the car would always drive over the line, which made it much more difficult to pull it back and waste quite valuable time.
Make sure it's on properly and it's on tight. Cassidy is off. And Cassidy's the third member for Team Mullo to go. She has 2 laps to complete, and then we'll see what Chance can do.
Driving a go-kart was nothing like I've ever done before. Having the wind in my eyes and the wind in my shirt flapping was nothing like I've ever done before.
Oh, and she took that corner like a pro.
Once I started to put the accelerator on, it became much more fun.
Go, Speed Racer, go! Cassidy is zipping past as she starts her 2nd lap. Seems like she may have gotten the hang of it.
Let's go, Cassidy! Let's go! When Cassidy was driving a go-kart and on her way to the finish line, you could see the determination in her face expression, which kind of encouraged me to do better.
Going over the line means that they need to pull back the go-kart. This means that they lose some valuable time. Hopefully a quick switch over of the helmet, but they will make it out. And just like that, Chance is ready to go. Let's see how quickly he can make it around the track.
When I went onto the racetrack, I started quite slow, but going along with the track, I increased my pace and I took my corners very slow because I didn't want to make any mistakes, but with the straight pass, I went extremely fast, which I feel saved up a lot of time.
7 laps down for Team Molo. Last one to go. Okay, where's your flag? Where's the flag?
And that's 7 laps down for Team Mullo. 1 more to go. Chance is motoring. You can see his t-shirt is flying in the wind.
Coming around the last corner, I could see my friends cheering for me, and I knew at that moment I had to put my foot flat down onto the pedal, which made me go faster, and it saved a lot of time.
Here he is, coming in hot! Time! Woo!
If we do win today's challenge, we don't know what's in store for us for the next round, so basically we just plan to work as a team because it's been going quite well.
Team Mullo, you have officially completed your last challenge in your elimination round. How do you guys feel?
It went well. Yeah.
Murendeni, you went first. What was the pressure like of having to set the pace?
Well, like, there was a lot of pressure actually, but then once I got in and I got the hang of the go-kart, I think I went pretty fast. I think I done very well actually.
All right, Team Mullo, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be happy with your time. So you guys can go and cool off while Team Lefatsi takes on the challenge. All right, Team Lefatsi, remember that this is a timed race, so it's very important to go as fast as you can. Nadira, you look very comfortable in your seat, so let's get you started. All right. Team Lefatsi, are you ready to burn some rubber?
Yes!
It's time to sink or swim! And Nadira is the first member of Team Lefatsi to take to the track. Let's see if she can get those wheels spinning.
Today's challenge was very active and very fun and exciting. The fun part of today's challenge was that I got to learn how to use a go-kart for the first time.
And we've got eyes on Nadira. She's keeping it steady, turning into those corners nice and easy.
I do think I was a little bit too fast on the go-kart because on the corners I had to really stop and it made me almost feel like I could like fall off the go-kart because of the way that I turned on the bends.
And Adira completes her first lap in this challenge. Only one more lap to go, and then they can switch to the next team member.
My best lap was my second lap because when I passed the finish line the first time, then I knew I could do it again, and then I went faster.
All right, you guys need to bring it back.
As I was coming towards the end of my race, we changed over and I was relaxed actually. I was calm that the race was over, and we changed over to seatless chance, but the problem was that we took a little bit more time trying to get my helmet off, so that wasted quite an amount of time.
That was not the fastest of changeovers. This could cost Team Lefati some valuable time. The team that wins today will take the third spot out of only 6 in our quarterfinals. But which one will be fast enough? Our two teams are putting their pedal to the metal in our exhilarating go-karting challenge here in Krugersdorp. The team that wins today will go through to the quarterfinals, sending the other team home. We still don't know which team it's going to be though, as it's still anybody's game.
I struggled a little bit with corners, but after 2 or 3, I got better.
And Sihle is making his way back to the finish line to complete his second lap.
When I was watching Sihle coming in, I felt very nervous because I was the one going in next.
And Fatima is the third member of Team Lefati to take onto the track. Will she be able to go a bit faster than Sihle? We'll have to wait and see.
The time I got into the go-kart, I was so nervous that my first time driving a go-kart, and it took me one corner to get comfortable in the go-kart. Then after that, I was just flying.
Fatima was a little bit slower than the rest of us because she didn't know how to work the go-kart the way we knew how, so she struggled a bit.
Fatima is just about to complete her second lap in today's challenge, but we are going to be saying goodbye to either Team Mullo or Team Lefati. Which team is going to be overtaken in today's challenge? Let's find out. And Adira seems to be taking the lead to make sure that the helmet goes from one team member to the other, ensuring a quick switch over. And Gianni is off. Here's the last member for Team Lefati to take to the track.
Today's challenge was exciting because it was my first time driving a go-kart and it was fast.
The time Vianney was the last person to go, I felt very confident that we're gonna win this time because he was so fast.
who has never tried their hand at go-karting before, Vuyani seems to be doing very well. Maybe we'll inspire a new hobby today. Vuyani seems like he wants to go for another lap. Vuyani, come back! So Team Lefatsi is worried, but they don't know that the time has actually stopped. Right. Well done, Team Lefatsi. You guys are more than welcome to clap for yourselves. I would clap even more for myself if I did that well in that challenge. Vuyani, let's start with you. You were the last member of Team Lefatsi to go. You looked like you were having the time of your life. Tell us, how did it feel?
I felt excited. That's nice. Amazing. Yeah.
Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to get Team Mullo. We're going to sit down and have a nice chat, and then we'll send one of you guys home. Let's go. Look at you speed freaks, you. That was an exciting challenge, wasn't it?
Yes.
Now, as we already know, Team Mullo took the win in last week's challenge. So, Team Lefatsi, you guys need today's win. Firstly, let me tell both teams that it was actually pretty close. The difference between the times was only 56 seconds. Team Lefatsi, you did it in 16 minutes and 4 seconds. Well done. Adira, are you happy with that time?
Yes, I am.
Chance, do you think your team did it faster or slower than 16 minutes and 4 seconds?
I think my team did it slower than 16 minutes and 4 seconds because one of our drivers were driving quite slow.
Team Mullo, unfortunately, you guys are joining us for another week. You're through to the quarterfinals with a time of 15 minutes and 8 seconds, which means that you guys go through to the quarterfinals. Team Lefatsi, unfortunately, you guys are leaving us today. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope that you guys have had a great time on Challenge SOS. And just like that, we have reached the end of today's episode. Be sure to join us again next week when we welcome 2 brand new teams who are competing for a spot in the quarterfinals. Social media pages zethu, Facebook as well as Instagram. Be sure to like and follow so you can keep up with all of the Challenge SOS action. And if you've missed any of our episodes, catch up on YouTube. And you guys, and you, that you must always remember that when life hands you a challenge, it's always up to you to decide if you sing or swim.